The Senate is plowing through a series of amendments, hence vote-a-rama. Most of them are ideological test runs for policy fights that may happen later this year. Just a few examples that we have say eliminate the 2.3% tax on medical devices. That's one of them. Say prevent Medicare from becoming a voucher program. That's another amendment that we offered. Sales tax on internet sales. There's a big push to capture more of those sales for states that don't have state sales tax. And then, of course, no budget, no pay for the White House. If a budget doesn't get passed, the White House doesn't get paid. And then restore, this is one from Senator Schumer, restore that TSA ban on small knives. Mark, so after this bill passes, and it does look like it's going to pass, there may be some space for a grand bargain, for a larger budget package. But it will require Republicans to compromise, as Senator John McCain told me earlier in our Political Capital interview.
The question is will that translate into what I think we've got to do sooner or later, and that's a grand bargain. And I am more than willing to give the President of the United States the opportunity to sit down and work with us, and we may have to make some concessions on our side.
Mark, that's just one senator's opinion. There hasn't been that much movement on the House side. We know where John Boehner is. He says no new revenue. Now McCain is saying you do need to have some revenue. Mark?
Hans, what do you think are the odds of a grand bargain on the budget after having spoken with Senator McCain?
Well, look, I think we should temper some of the optimisms that's coming out of the Senate, or some of the movement in the Senate for a deal. There aren't really operative conversations taking place on the House side between House leadership and the White House on how you come to some sort, how do you get around this impasse of no taxes, no new revenues, and how you get the Democrats to move on entitlements. So yes, there is movement in the Senate, but in the House we still have the same position. And as we know from Speaker Boehner, if Speaker Boehner isn't on board, it's not going to get through the House. Mark?